I would say that the one thing that you cannot teach is motivation and confidence building. And I would say that those two key indicators of motivation and confidence, is no way there's a package or a scheme to develop that. But through Writer's Toolbox, that has been one fundamental, noticeable and measurable thing that we have noticed, and we're going to build on that.
One of the things that surprised me that I wasn't expecting from Writer's Toolbox, and maybe that's because where our children were and how they felt about writing, is how much momentum it gathers when the children get involved with it, because they absolutely love it.
By having this system within the school, it's opened up an opportunity for children to become free writers as well. The children almost look forward to the fact that that's going to be an in-class Writer's Toolbox time, and the fact that, you know, there's no restrictions. We probably give them like one or two clues as to a theme that we want them to write about, but it's giving that free writing opportunity, which I think is so important to develop a love for writing.
Just to summarise it, it lets them take ownership of their own learning to a certain extent, because they've almost got that one-to-one tutor feeding back to them instantly.
Because you can see the statistics from your class and the other classes, so it kind of does make it a little bit competitive amongst the teachers, and not just the teachers but the children themselves.
And also as that has continued. So sometimes when you introduce new things, novel things, there's a lot of engagement to start with, and then it's, oh yeah, forget about that, but not with Writer's Toolbox. And that's for all children, for all the children who are using it. So it's really unique in that respect.
One of my reservations was about children need to also continue to learn how to write properly using handwriting skills. So I was a bit concerned. However, once I saw the Writer's Toolbox, I was really impressed with a number of things, particularly the feedback that children can get. They really like the avatars that they can generate. The program and the software relates to their to where they are, not just their age, but also their progress. And it provides instant feedback for the children, which I think is really important. So they know what they can do to improve their writing.
We are a comprehensive secondary school. We have on roll over 1,400 students, and the Writer's Toolkit was something that we wanted to bring in to accelerate writing. The only thing that I would say that we have reservations of, it's all singing and all dancing. You're like, well, what are the pitfalls? You know, is it really going to work if you're going to get software? Can we really rely on AI, you know, to essentially teach our students of how to improve? And after a couple of weeks, you know, those reservations went away, because yes, you absolutely can, and it does work.
So Ofsted were very curious about Writer's Toolbox, and we explained to them how it worked and what our initial thoughts were. We showed them the fortnightly overview of what the current dashboard stated, and they were blown away. They were so amazed that this platform had produced such an impact in such a short space of time. And they went and shared this with their lead inspector to say this was cutting edge. They hadn't come across it before, and you know, they were interested to see how the journey of how Writer's Toolbox would unfold.
It gives me a choice of things, not just one, and there's like loads of things. If you want to write on your own story, there's like a sentence spinner that you can spin, and then it challenges you to write that type of sentence inside your stories. And one time I did get 100%, which made me very happy, because that just makes me feel like I've succeeded and I got like an amazing paragraph.
I like how it can help you help you with your writing a lot more.
You don't really need to be nervous because it's really fun. You get to choose your own little character as well.
The way the children have taken to Writer's Toolbox is something that I've never seen before. It's self-paced in its nature, so it's instant feedback.
It gives you feedback on what you've done wrong and help you improve. And it's good that it helped me out with my writing, because it was hard for me.
After you do a big piece of writing, you might be really engaged in it and might get some sentences that don't really make sense. So when you click the feedback button, you can get feedback and it will tell you what spelling mistakes are there or what you can improve on.
So as the answers come back to them, as they get instant marking, they're able to have 30 minutes to look back on that and revamp their work, which is something that no matter how many teachers you have, it's never going to take that place.
Imagine this. There's so many children, yeah, putting their hands up, asking the teacher questions. How can the teacher get around all of these 30 children in just, let's say, 10 minutes? It's more efficient for the teacher as well to just, leave the children on Writer's Toolbox, because there's a robo teacher gonna tell you what you have to do and the checklist, what you have to include, and the feedback in 10 minutes.
When you first write something and it gives you your score, percentage, and you can see your percentage going up.
It can help me have more of an understanding for English, and it can help me just explain all my ideas.
And it's really useful as well for your learning, and it just helps you, and it doesn't matter if you get anything wrong. It's just so you can improve.
The AI doesn't make any physical edits itself. It only gives some suggestions on how you may choose it. It doesn't make those edits for you. It highlights an area where you may need to improve and says, okay, you've done this, how could you improve it along the way?
The Toolbox AI seems to be, as I say, really intuitive, and it facilitates learning rather than just giving them the answers, which, and it gives them kind of hints and tips rather than doing it for them, I think. So it is really useful, but it also provides exemplars.
Having another expert opinion in the room, so we can look at something, a teaching assistant can look at something, but when you have an AI that's already got so many different systems on there, can give you something instantly, that is a huge help.
It makes you feel good inside, that you can just see yourself getting a lot better.
The progress is so quick and fast, it's actionable for the children, they can see the progress, particularly boys who have been reluctant writers, but they've said, wow, I can now do this, and the children resonate that.
We are a very small school with a very small budget, and we've invested in this, and if we didn't think that it was worth it, we wouldn't, because of the investment. And I never thought I would be a teacher and see the day where children were staying in at lunchtime to do writing. But they are, here you go, it's proof that they do, they enjoy it.